states I'm driving through for absolutely no good reason. The weather has sucked on this trip. This is actually my second attempt to make this video because the first one was ruined by wind. It's a little windy here. Just like the last trip I took in a car with my father. That being said, welcome to Oklahoma. Yes, I'm literally here at the tri-state marker between Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma. It's kind of like Four Corners, only less so. Let me put it to you this way. If Four Corners was a Dollar General, Tri-Corners would be a Dollar Tree. What was I saying? Oh yes, Oklahoma. I'm gonna do this in the car because it's freezing. It is actually raining and it's snowing on me, and oh my God, what is with this state? If it's not trying to blow me away, it's trying to freeze me. Alaska wasn't this cold. Have you ever been to Oklahoma? It's like Texas's little brother that tries really hard, but still has to live in the unfinished attic with all of the Christmas decorations that you haven't put up in years, and that really scary family of feral raccoons. It's like Oklahoma is that friend that tells you that it's from a big city, and then you find out later that they're talking about Tulsa. Tulsa's not a big city. That being said, I do hope that they get their life together someday. I drove through Oklahoma, accidentally. I think that's how most people visit Oklahoma. You're on your way to somewhere else, you look up and you think, why is the sky so flat? And then you think, oh God, I'm in Oklahoma. Seriously though, what is up with the flatness? Oklahoma is so flat that if somebody stole your car, you could watch them drive away for 3 weeks. Do you ever see those Instagram pictures of people hiking up mountains for those breathtaking views? Yeah, in Oklahoma, the highest point is the overpass on I-35. Woo-wee! Look, honey, we can see 3 gas stations from here. And let's talk about the wind. Oh my God, the wind. The wind that has already ruined this video before. Oklahoma has wind the way that Florida has alligators and meth dealers. Too much, too often, and no one's doing a thing about it. Have you tried to plant windbreaks? In Oklahoma, I saw a stop sign just give up and fly away. It just flew overhead, going, "Stop!" Birds don't fly in Oklahoma, they just hover in place like some kind of weird video game glitch. The wind is so bad in Oklahoma that they don't even need tumbleweeds, because they have tumble mobile homes. That's right, when a family in Oklahoma moves, it's never on purpose and it's always a surprise. Okay, kids, wave bye to Grandma. Looks like she's moving to Guthrie. That's how people in Oklahoma get new furniture. The wind will just plop a sofa down in your front yard. It's like manna from heaven, only it's covered in fleas. I saw a dude trying to mow his lawn, and the wind blew the grass away before the blades of his lawnmower even touched him. People in Oklahoma, they get up, check the weather, and then say, well, I guess I'm just gonna be holding on to something sturdy all day. Have you ever seen an Oklahoma thunderstorm? It's like God playing whack-a-mole with the entire state. Every spring, Oklahoma gets hit by a tornado, and the people are out there just saying, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to rebuild my shack again. Yeah, an F5 tornado could level a house in Oklahoma, and it would cause maybe $500 worth of damage. Oklahomans don't even go to storm shelters. They just walk outside with a beer and dare the storm to take them, because then they don't have to live in Oklahoma anymore. Let's talk about the Oklahoma highway system. Driving in Oklahoma is not for the weak. Every road feels like it was paved using an Etch-a-Sketch. I hit a pothole so big that it sent me into a weird parallel dimension where the people of the United States voted on a reality game show host to be president. Twice! People in Oklahoma, they don't measure distance in miles. They measure it by how many tires you blow out. And somehow, despite all of this, Oklahoma still has toll roads! How do you charge a toll to drive on something that has more holes in it than a political campaign speech? Have you ever paid a toll and then immediately hit 17 potholes? It's like paying a cover charge to get punched in the face! Where's the money going? It's certainly not going to the roads. Oklahoma? Are you using that money to buy Bibles again? Can we patch the potholes with the Bibles? Then there are Oklahoma gas stations, and these places are something else. I don't know what it is, but it is something else. You can tell a lot about a state by its gas stations, and Oklahoma's gas stations have got everything. They sell everything from live bait to fireworks to homemade beef jerky made by a guy named Earl, and I only know this because Earl was making it out in the parking lot with roadkill. I walked in to an Oklahoma gas station, and they were selling saddles, pocket knives, and an entire collection of Toby Keith CDs. I didn't know if I was in a gas station or a survivalist compound. And speaking of Toby Keith, why does every Oklahoman act like they personally knew him? You mention his name and somebody will say, "Oh yeah, my cousin's neighbor's uncle went to high school with his barber's dog." At this point, I think every Oklahoman is legally required to have at least one made-up or real Toby Keith story, but mostly made up. Funny thing is, I actually did meet the guy, and so in Oklahoma, that makes me a god. Did you know Oklahoma has an official state meal? Yeah, and no, it's not whatever's deep fried at the state fair. Listen to this. The official Oklahoma state meal includes cornbread, barbecue pork, sausage with biscuits and gravy, fried okra, grits, squash, and pecan pie. Or pecan pie if you're a douche. That is not a meal. That is a major heart attack on a plate. But look at it this way, if you eat it, the tornado isn't going to be the thing that takes you out because it won't be able to lift you. Now, football is not my thing, but I can't talk about Oklahoma without mentioning OU football, because for many people in Oklahoma, that's the only personality they have. Oklahoma takes OU football more seriously than they take actual laws. The governor probably has an emergency plan in place just in case they lose to Texas. All right, shut down the state. Nobody leaves until we recover. They treat every game like it's the Super Bowl and every loss like it's the end of flippin' civilization. I'm pretty sure OU's loss has been responsible for at least 2 riots, a barn fire, and 3 divorces. But don't feel too bad for those divorces because they do have to remain cousins. Have you ever met an OU fan before? They don't just like the team, they think that they are on the team. They say we when they talk about the games. We played a great game last night. We really need to fix our defense. Like, sir, you work at the local DMV and you're 360 pounds. The only defense you need to worry about is your car insurance. And then there's Oklahoma State University. OSU fans are like OU fans, but with more beer and far less optimism. Their mascot is literally a cowboy who looks like he lost a bet. Meanwhile, their stadium is called Boone Pickens Stadium, which sounds less like a football field and more like a skin disease. And somehow, despite all that, Oklahomans are proud of their state. I met an Oklahoman who told me that they're actually the heartland of America. Well, if you ask me if America has a body, Oklahoma is more like the appendix. It's the thing that we never think about unless it causes a major issue. But hey, Oklahoma, I joke, but I respect you. You've got a lot of character. You may be flat, windy, and full of fried food, but you are still standing, and honestly, with those obvious heart problems and all the tornadoes, that's impressive. So I'll see you next time, Oklahoma. Whenever I'm on the way to somewhere else or I just get lost again. It's still raining out here. What am I doing? God. I swear, this weather's trying to kill me. It's almost like these states have something against me. What did I ever do to them? Aside from all that other stuff.